Middle of summer almost, 4th of July weekend. Right after that, a couple days later, Sharchione has something really big going on. One of the biggest events, I think, is summer. It's the big truck show and cruise in. It's been going on for, I think this is now the 10th year. We have a couple of people that'll be there to entertain. Live music is happening along with all the other great stuff. Ryan Waters Band and Tristan Boss here. Hey, guys, how you doing?
How
Pretty
you doing,
good,
Doug?
sir. How you doing?
We're doing very well. Let's talk with Tristan first here. So you're the new guy. Have you been here before to this event?
I have not.
Oh,
not.
wow.
I'm
But I
excited.
guess you know Ryan. You guys are buddies, right?
Yes, sir.
How'd you guys meet up?
We're both artists from Alabama. And that's kind of how we heard about each other. And I think we ended up running into each other in town, is what happened in Nashville. So just kind of hit it off right off the bat.
I've heard of that city. How about you? Who are your musical influences when it comes to music? Inspired you?
Well, it's kind of funny, but there wasn't a specific artist. It was actually more of like a genre of music. Back when I was a kid, I was listening to a lot of 60s and 70s early rock and roll. It just kind of went from there.
Well, I was always a rock and roll guy, and then I think back in the '90s, kind of like when Garth and all those guys came around, country just turned for me, and I thought, man, it was so cool. So I got into country from there. All right, Ryan Waters Band. Ryan is here. Ryan, you're the veteran, right? You've been here before at the event.
This will be my second year, and a funny story about that, Doug, is I was actually on the phone with Dewey now of Sharchione, a little under a year ago now, and we were talking about the show that had just taken place, and I said, you know what, man, next year I'm going to be big enough. I'm going to come back and headline it for you. And we kind of both laughed about it. And I said, I'm serious. And he said, let's see it. And I'll be dang if this year I'm not able to come back and bring one of my good buddies with me. So it's going to be a
Yeah,
good
man.
time.
Yeah, good stuff. Some of your songs. Tell us about some of your songs and how you write them, right? Too.
Yes. Really typically, I like to collaborate a lot. Here in Nashville, collaboration is really everything as far as songwriting goes. I don't like to get too crazy. Some people like to have 11 and 12 songwriters on a song. I'm not real, keen on that. But for the most part, me and my producer, Sean Rogers, really, hammer out all of the songs that, we've put out over the past 2-3 years. So fun fact, only one of my songs, I have written completely through and through on my own. Most of it, is an idea that I bring to the table, and we kind of hammer it out from there.
Well, it's kind of rare when you look at some of the songs that are out right now. You go online. There's not a lot of solo artists that write their own songs. It's usually collaborations all the time, which has led to some great hits too.
It is, and one of the things that me and Tristan have kind of tried to work on, we've kind of tried to find that third guy in our friend group, because I mean, if you look at what Morgan Wallen, Hardy, and Ernest are doing right now, um, you know, the collaboration there, they're just feeding each other's careers with songs, and they're able to put out songs for each other, and they're writing them together. I think that's a pretty cool story there, when you look at their friendship and how they've built each other from the ground up,
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
And that's kind of something that we've been talking about, over the past few months is, we want to find a third, fella to get in there and start something like that, you know. So we're gonna get it done though. I mean, me and Tristan are kind of new to this. We've known each other now probably 3 or 4 months. I was telling them, Tristan, I've known you probably a couple years now since my career first started. I was from South Alabama, you were from North Alabama. It was just kind of, people in Alabama know of each other, they just don't know each other.
Yeah.
And when we got to Nashville, we hit it off, and we're just two Bama boys at heart, and we're gonna write some songs together and make some money.
Yeah. Well, it's a really
Thanks for
cool
gonna
event.
try.
You got making some money is a good thing too, and that's kind
That's
of
right.
what's involved here too. Trying to get some money for Dogs for the Brave, for our Braves, service dogs for veterans, which is really, really cool. So come on by. It's free admission. Bring your truck, bring your bike, bring your car, whatever you can, and enjoy the music. It begins probably after 5 o'clock or so.
Yes, and one thing that I will tell you from last year's experience, this is kind of a cool story to hit on song wise and both, about the event. Chris, one of the veterans for Dogs for Our Brave, which will actually be speaking there, when we're playing there this time again. Actually, this whole event inspired a song that we wrote called "Young Forever." So I thought that was a pretty cool, topic to hit on because this event last year led to, a song that, we dedicated, solely, to our, military men and women. So I thought that was pretty cool that we got inspired from this event at Sharchione for Dogs for Our Brave.
You never know where inspiration comes from when it comes to writing songs, that's for sure. So get involved, like Ryan from Sharchione said, open your hearts and open your wallets and come on by. It's going on the 6th, coming up Thursday. Sharchione there at 224 and 44 in Randolph. Hey, gang, guys, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week, okay?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let's rock it out.